And I just want to say that, going through all this kind of stuff and, showing where we've kind of gone through and come to this, this our own reality. In essence, this is almost our own ego, right? Of kind of developing our own idea of how reality is multiple realities and we're all multiple bubbles and stuff like that. But I mean, we're not trying to say that we're right or we know anything or we have anything up on anybody else. We're just three dudes who we like talking about this kind of stuff, and we've kind of come this far, and we think that it's something that other people might be sensing or realizing or perceiving in the same way. So yeah, we're just this is just us doing our thing as we continue on. Yeah, it's a little bit of that ego, but I think as long as we acknowledge it and realize that, we're just here to, we want to share some information. We want to share with people. We want to be beings and human beings to interact with others and just, do our thing.
Yeah, that's the thing, is not trying to add another structure, right? Not trying to take what we say and say, hey, you should believe this, because that's just another structure saying. All we're saying is, if you don't have dialogue, if you don't have a discussion about what's actually going on, you're only going to have what's presented to you. You're only going to have the reality that's presented to you if you don't decide to be disciplined enough to perceive things differently, or try to understand how things could unfold differently, as well too. Because the moment even this might be way out there, but even just adopting the science as a factual structured truth, well, now reality can only work in that realm for you. Reality can only work and only be, because that's the only way you can perceive. That's the only way the ego, the mind, is going to perceive anything. So anything beyond that is just going to be outside of your bubble, outside of your experience, outside of your observation. Right? And so if we can just learn to step back, try to identify truth, identify who our real selves are. Because like you said earlier, Jake, was how do you identify when there is nothing to identify with? Like if you don't have a body, if you don't have a world, if you don't have, there's just nothing aside from your soul. Well, who are you? Like, who are you at that point? What are you? Does it matter who you are?
Exactly.
What are you?
Well, and I think that's where the ego comes into play, because like we were saying, the ego is not necessarily 100% bad. It is what, in some sense, defines you.